Hello students, good evening. Yes, yes Karan, we are about to start. So people are joining, let them join. Am I audible and visible? Someone say, please say yes. Am I audible and visible? Good evening, Rose Thomas. Karan saying yes. Rose Thomas, yes. Jaya Amrut, yes. Hema Legnik, yes. Ankit Rawat, hi. Yes. Nikhil Jain, yes. Tasli KB, yes. Fine. We'll start. Good evening, Karan. Prajwal saying yes. Fine. We'll start off. So, Nikita, good evening. Hi, Ankit. Okay, fine. Audible and visible. Anika is saying. Fine. Let's begin. So the basic point here is like I'll take up questions whenever I get to some logical conclusion. Till then, what you need to do is if you have any questions, you post them. I'll take up when I stop at a logical point. Basic idea is like it's a very general session like how to crack SBI PO prelim exam in 40 days. So hardly about 35-40 days left out. So we are going to spend some time on what one needs to do in these 40 days, what one need, how one need to plan their preparation. What are the things you should focus on these 40 days? What are the things you should learn? What are the things you should practice? How many mock tests you should write? What should be your study plan, ideal study plan? These things we are going to discuss as a part of the session. Then before I proceed further, I would like to intimate all of you that we are going to conduct IBPS prelim workshop classes. SBI PO prelim workshop classes. So maybe for prelim exam, we will be doing about 15 sessions, 12 to 15 sessions, where we will cover all prelim level syllabus, including your previous exam models. We will discuss so that will benefit you. This we will do exactly 1 week, 10 days before the exam, so that you get that hands-on experience in this meanwhile. So once you practice and you are ready, then we will do this workshop, attend that workshop classes. Then I am saying you'll be able to what we call clear the SBI PO prelim exam. Now, even though you are focusing on prelim exam, there are only two areas which you need to focus additionally for main exam. Anyways, quant, DI, reasoning, English, they are common, but level of difficulty varies. But GA is one area and computers is another area where you need to focus additionally in your main examination. So I will also touch upon GA preparation, because GA preparation, whole day you prepare quant, reasoning, English, you also get bored. So in a day, you need to take out some 1.5 to 2 hours of time preparing, reading newspaper or magazine, preparing for current affairs, because preparing for current affairs is not an easy task. It is an ongoing process. So you need to start from today till your main exam. You need to cover the issues. If you feel like, let me complete my prelim exam, then I'll sit and mug up this GK part or current affairs part, it is not going to happen that way. You need to start, plan your GA preparation right now. Main examination, GA will be a clear vocabulary and GA. These two are your game changers. These are clear differentiating factors which will differentiate you from the rest of the curriculum, rest of the students, right? So if you do well in your GA and vocab, automatically in your main exam, you will be maximizing your chances of getting an interview call, because that is the main differentiating factor. You take the data interpretation, reasoning, and English, 19-20 का फर्क होगा. There won't be much of a difference between a student who has prepared. See, there will be difference of 1, 2 marks, 3 marks, because main exam will be difficult. All of us have cleared prelim exam. That means we have certain level of knowledge, right? So definitely all of us writing main exam. If you get 15 in quant, I may get 17. If I get 15, you may get 13. There may be difference of 1, 2 marks here, but the difference will be the person who will be there in the merit list will score maximum marks in general awareness. So please do not ignore GK. So I'll touch upon GK also, so that when you practice for your prelim, sometime you get you take out and you need to focus on general awareness also. So as a part of this session, we'll cover up notification, that is important details, or the key details of the notification, selection process and exam pattern. We will not spend much time here. We will very quickly run through the details because most of you are aware of these details. Then important topics, preparation tips and strategies. If you take topic by topic, what are the questions range in the previous years and what are the preparation tips and strategies. And finally, at the end, I'll give you 40-day preparation plan. So first day, day one, what you need to pick up in from quant, what you need to pick up from reasoning, what you need to pick up from English. These things we are going to discuss in 40-day study plan. So this is broadly the idea of the session, students. Now, online registration as well as payment of fee, it is from 5th October to 25th October. Online preliminary examination will be in the month of November and December. Result of preliminary exam in the month of December 21. Main examination will be in the month of December. So November, December, if you see here, most likely 3rd week of November or 4th week of November and 1st week of December, you will have this phase 1 exam. Phase 2 exam, maybe in 3rd week of December or 4th week of December, you will have. Declaration of main result in January. Conduct of interview in 2nd, 3rd week of February. So final result in February, March 2022. I have summarized these important dates, students. Don't wait till the last date because last day servers will be busy. There will be issues with the internet. Please do apply as early as possible. This is a total number of vacancies announced for this year. Last year 56 backlog, plus this year 2000, total 2056. Huge number of vacancies. 2000 every year consistently. State Bank of India is releasing. This is maybe those who are attending my webinars or webinars regularly. We reiterated, we told you many times that SBI is going to release notification definitely every year. This year also notification will be there, but there will be a slight delay. So we told students to start your preparation because once the notification is out, the gap between prelim exam, main exam notification will be very, very less. This is exactly what has happened this time. So notifications will be there, will be coming, were there. Definitely notification will be there. I am saying plan your preparation. Don't leave your preparation saying that okay, notification is not there, let me start after notification is released. Will not help you out, right? Then these are number of chances category wise who can attempt SBI exam. General category maximum permissible chances are 4. For other categories I have listed down here 7, 7, 7, 7, so on, right? Then candidates who have already appeared for the maximum number of permissible chances, you are not eligible to apply. Number of chances will be counted from 18th April 2010 exam onwards. Appearing in prelim exam is not counted. Only main exam is counted as a chance. Where there was no main exam, there was a single stage exam before 2015, then that exam is counted as a chance, students, right? As on 1st April, you should have minimum 21, maximum 30 years. As on 31st December, education qualifications, you should be a graduate in any discipline, no mention of any percentage. You should be a graduate. Those who are in final year, final semester, this will actually add up to the competition. So final year, final semester students are also eligible, provided that they should provide provisional pass certificate as on 31st on or before 31st December 2021. Then they are eligible. Selection process, we have 3-phase selection process. Phase 1, preliminary exam, objective multiple choice questions. Phase 2, main examination, objective multiple choice and descriptive writing. Phase 3, there are 2 cases here. There may be only interview for 50 marks or it may be interview and group exercise. This is a regular practice of State Bank of India. So interview as well as group exercise. Interview for 30 marks and group exercise for 20 marks. But due to this COVID scenario, because of the social distancing norms, we don't know how the February is going to turn out to be. If everything went well, you will have both group exercise and interviews. Let's say something happened again, there is a rise in number of cases and all those, there will be only interview. There won't be any group exercise because group task involves people, 4-5 people together, 6 people together. That is why instead of group exercise, the complete 50 marks will be given to interview. It will be decided later once the main exam result is out, depending on the situation in the country at that time. Then this is your prelim exam pattern. English language 30 questions, quantitative aptitude 35 questions, reasoning ability 35 questions, total 100 questions, 100 marks. Each section is separately timed. 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. 30 questions, 30 marks, not given, but generally this is the practice. 35 questions, 35 marks, reasoning 35 questions, 35 marks. Each section is separately timed. That means you see it may be any order in the exam, but once you start, let's say you have got English section, you cannot move to next section until you complete those 20 minutes. Once you finish these 20 minutes, you cannot come back to this English section. So each section is separately timed, students. Now about preliminary exam, important points: no sectional cutoffs in each test area. No sectional cutoffs. Also, for the main exam, 10 times the number of vacancies will be called for main exam. For example, general category posts, or for example, I am saying easy number I am taking 200. So 10 times means 200 into 10, 2000 people. That means that the top 2000 people who are given preliminary exam, the top 2000 from general category will be called for main examination. So 10 times the number of vacancies in that particular category will be called for the main examination. So main exam, it's an objective and descriptive. Reasoning and computer aptitude 45 questions, 60 marks, 60 minutes. General economy, banking awareness 40 questions, 40 marks, 35 minutes. English language 35 questions, 40 marks, 40 minutes. Data analysis and interpretation 35 questions, 60 marks, 45 minutes. Total 155 questions, 200 marks, 3 hours. That is 180 minutes. You can ask me, sir, what time management, sir? 155 questions, 180 minutes, each question more than 1 minute. Happily, maybe I can without any difficulty, I can write the exam at ease, because each question I have more than 1 minute of time. But actually, overall picture is rosy. But when you look at section by section, I am saying you are in deep trouble. Not student friendly timings. 40 questions of GK, time given is 35 minutes. You can hardly solve in 20 minutes to 25 minutes. That means here 10 to 15 minutes of the time is wasted, literally wasted, because you cannot utilize. Earlier, when there is no section wise time limit, we used to tell students, so try to solve GK faster, English faster, so that whatever time you get there, you can budget, you can allocate the time for reasoning section, for DI section, because reasoning and DI, these two are time taking, time consuming sections. Data interpretation involves a lot of calculations. Similarly, if you look at your reasoning part, you have puzzles. Almost 60-70% of the questions are puzzles. The level of difficulty of the puzzles is difficult to very difficult. So friends, I'm saying the time which you save here cannot be utilized for the other sections. So overall, I'm saying not student friendly timings. 35 questions of English, whatever you know, you can again complete in 20 to 25 minutes. Another 10 to 15 minutes is wasted here. Now, when it comes to data analysis, where lot of calculations are involved, 35 questions, only 45 minutes is given. Time is not sufficient. Reasoning, computer aptitude, last 6 years there were 0 questions in computer aptitude. All 45 are from reasoning. Reasoning and computers were clubbed. Earlier, computer used to be separate section. Still now it is separate section in Grameen Banks. But in SBI PO, SBI clerk, IBPS PO, IBPS clerk, computer clubbed with reasoning section, but there were 0 questions. All questions are from what you call reasoning only. So out of 45 questions, about 30 questions, 25 to 30 questions are puzzles, which demand more time, but time given is only 60 minutes. The 2 sections where we need more time, time has cut down. The 2 sections where we don't need more time, almost double the amount of time is given. This is one part. Timing, you should be very, very careful. Second, you should be careful about what you call variable marking scheme. Now here, all questions don't carry equal marks. Few questions carry 1 mark, few questions carry 1.5 mark, and few questions carry 2 marks. Sometimes it is explicitly stated in the examination question paper. Sometimes it is not stated. So you have to be careful. So there are variable marking scheme. That means it's all questions don't carry equal marks, because see here 35 questions, 60 marks. Out of these 25 questions are 2 mark questions, 10 questions are 1 mark question. 25 into 2, 50, 10 into 1, 60. Like that, each section has separate what we call time limit, variable marking scheme. You have to be really very, very careful, students, as far as your main exam is concerned. Then computer clubbed with reasoning. I told you there are 0 questions from computer knowledge. No section wise cutoff in main exam also. Now, how many are called for interview? 3 times the number of vacancies will be shortlisted for phase 3. Now, general category, I told you 200. Let us say, for example, post. How many will be called for main exam? 2,000. Out of this 2,000, how many will be called for third phase interview or group exercise? 3 times the number of vacancies, 600. So let us say number of general category students writing, top 2,000 will be called for main exam. Out of that, again 600 will be called for interview. 3 times the number of vacancies will be called for interview students. This is important. Marks obtained only in online main exam will be considered for shortlisting for interview and also final merit listing. Main exam means your objective plus descriptive together. Preliminary examination is only qualifying in nature. Preliminary exam is only qualifying in nature. Marks obtained in preliminary exam are not added in your main examination. Your final selection is based on main exam, objective, descriptive, and your interview. Yes, there are penalty for wrong answers. 1/4 of the marks assigned to that question. So this you should be careful. If it's a 1 mark question, 1/4 of 1 is 0.25. In case it's a 2 mark question, it is not 0.25. 1/4 of 2, 0.5 will be deducted. If you leave any question blank, there is nothing which is deducted. So this is about your negative marking. So descriptive test, particularly State Bank of India, half an hour, maximum marks is 50. Now immediately after the conduct of the exam, you will be having this descriptive test here, right? So after objective test, you have to write descriptive test. Here letter writing will be there, essay writing, internal choices will be there, some 5 choices. Out of those you have to choose one letter, 5 topics will be given, choose one topic, write essay writing. Then candidates are required to qualify in the descriptive writing. Not only qualify, see, the point is you need to score or maximize your score in descriptive writing because these marks are added in final merit listing. Keep this point in mind. Also, students, here, if you have done fantastically well in your objective test, you got very good marks, but you are not qualified in descriptive test, then I'm sorry, you will not be called for interview. If you want to get an interview call, definitely you need to qualify in your descriptive test as well. Descriptive test of only those candidates who have cleared objective test will be evaluated. Not everybody's descriptive will be evaluated. So I told you, you will be shortlisted in the main exam. Then only those candidates descriptive writing will be evaluated. Topic wise breakup and preparation strategy. Look at this. We will discuss. Look at, spend some 1 minute of time, then we'll discuss. Let me see if you have any doubts, any questions from your side. Good evening, Divya. Yes, Ankit. Backlog is current pending वाला. Last year बीच में कुछ हो गया, छोड़ के चले गए, उनका कुछ रिक्रूटमेंट नहीं हुआ तो that is your pending. Video is muted, is it? I don't think so, Anita. You please check out. No, Thomas, it is only if you write main exam that will be counted. Main exam that will be counted. If you are not written, that will not be counted. Voice is lagging. Is it? I have doubt, very less timing for reasoning section. How we will discuss, Mamta Tiwari? We will discuss. Calculator not allowed. Calculator not allowed, Mamta. Meaning of permissible chances is you need, if you attended Sanika Salamke, if you attempted main exam from 2010 onwards, 2014, single exam is there. No prelim, no main. Then if you attempted those exams, you have to count that as one chance. From 2015 onwards, when the exam has bifurcated into prelim and main, so if you have any main exam, if you have attempted any SBI main examination, that will be counted as a chance. So you have to count how many times you have written main exam from 2015 onwards. Before that, you have attempted any single stage exams. So depending on your category, you are allowed only for those chances. Above that, you are not eligible. Nikhil Jain, this actually depends on HR policy. Generally, you can't defer them. You need to request the HR people. So let's see how they react. Once it completes, once you have your final call letter in your hand, then we can discuss, Nikhil Jain. Ankit is saying, I gave SBI PO prelim mock test 65 is a decent score. It all depends on the paper. If the paper is easy, I am saying you need to see. If you look at the cutoff last time 57, 58, it is varying around that. But attempting 65 is not. You are saying it's a score. Okay, 65 is a decent score, but it all depends on the paper. Easy paper or difficult paper. Saurabh Kaushik, preparing for CAT 21, now planning to get SBI PO. So CAT will going to help me to some extent, not completely, Saurabh. What you need to do is you need to prepare additionally for your GK, particularly GK, your banking here, economy here, and your current affairs here, which you don't find in your CAT examination. Plus, Quant DI, yes, definitely it will be helpful. English also helpful, but reasoning and GK you need to prepare additionally, particularly reasoning. The question types asked, maybe coding, decoding you take, inequalities you take, these kind of question types you don't come across in CAT. CAT, most of the times it is arrangement only, puzzle, circular arrangement, linear arrangement, but in those arrangements also bank arrangements are slightly different. So you need to prepare additionally for what you call puzzles also, symbol notation, blood relations. These topic particularly puzzles, blood relation, directions, and symbols notation. So you need to focus on puzzles and input output. Input output, maybe Saurabh Kaushik, you might have studied for input output for your OMETs, other management entrance tests, but the kind of questions asked, the kind of models asked are different from your management entrance exams. So I am saying it is not about difficulty, it is about the exposure to models. You should look at bank exam question types and you need to solve. So those who are here, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Time for Bank Exams. There, maybe Saurabh, you can watch those videos, you will get some idea. And I am giving my email ID also. You can send me a mail, Saurabh, if you further want what to prepare, what not to prepare in detail. Okay, we can discuss over mail. This is my email ID, hidayatullah@timeforeducation.com. You can shoot a mail. I'll reply after the session is over tomorrow. Though if you are not subscribed, those who are not subscribed for YouTube channel, kindly do subscribe for Time for Bank Exams, because here we have uploaded videos and other things of previous exams, so you can get a clear idea about what kind of questions that are asked, right? So this is about this, sir. If mains, if we qualify objective only, then evaluate descriptive, otherwise no. Yes, Jay Amrut, correct, Jay Amrut. Can you show that chances slide? 8 minutes. 8 minutes, Alanke. 1 second. Look at this. You can take a. What is included in critical reasoning? Rustisha. I'll discuss now. I'll discuss that when I discuss my reasoning part. I'll discuss that. Don't worry. Apur Khajuria. What is the ideal score to clear cutoff? See, there is no ideal score to clear cutoff. It all depends on the paper difficulty level, number of students writing the exam. So generally, if you look at, go to timeforeducation.com, there I have included all last year latest cutoff. www. In the end, if the time is there, I'll show you those cutoff slides. Timeforeducation.com. Go to bank exams. There we are given info about cutoffs. So I cannot say, see, it all depends. See, last time 57 was cut off, 58 was cut off. So I'm saying it all depends on difficulty level of the paper. Sometimes there is 70 marks is the cutoff. So it all depends on difficulty level of the paper. Don't fix any figure. Try to maximize your score. How do they conduct group exercise? Hemaleknik, they will give you a task. Maybe they'll ask you to arrange some, come to a conclusion, giving some articles, ask you to prepare something. There is some group exercise will be given. We will discuss this in a separate session. When we are doing this for phase 3, we will discuss that. Okay. Last year, memory-based paper, SBI PO 2020. SBI PO 2020, if you are a time student, we have included SBI PO 2020 paper in our material. You can look at that. Important dates, Priya. 1 second, Priya. Okay, take the screenshot. Aman, रिकॉर्डिंग YouTube में लगाना है, देखेंगे. I'll try and get this uploaded on YouTube. Don't worry. I'll try and get this uploaded on YouTube. Definitely, Nikhil ji. Not only mock interviews. If I reach interview stage, then we'll time provide mock interviews. Not only mock interviews, we'll give you a complete what you call interview package. We'll train you. We'll give you basic classes, the knowledge, basic knowledge required for cracking the interview, like economy, or banking, or current affairs, or interview basics, do's and do nots. Then banking products, banking terminology, then latest happenings in banking. All these sessions we will do. We will do 3-day workshop where we will discuss all these things. Plus, we will also take one-on-one mock interviews. Each student will provide 2 mock interviews. Yes, definitely we will help you at that time, Nikhil. Current the fees for workshops are very nominal. We will not charge very high fee. We have not yet decided, so I don't want to commit. We have not yet decided. Discussions are going on. It will be, it won't be very high. It will be very nominal fee will be collected. The reason for that is to have that seriousness or serious crowd. If I do it free, anything free will not have. You know what kind of people, anything getting free, take it for granted types. So we are charging a very nominal amount. Very soon we will send a mail to all of you regarding the workshop, the process, the procedure to enroll and all those things, including the fee details. If we qualify the objective, when will descriptive exams conduct? On the same day? No, on the same day, Jay Amrut. On the same day, immediately after the main examination, descriptive test will be conducted. Saurabh, you can send a mail to me, Saurabh. We will discuss. We will discuss. General awareness, how many months should be considered in preparation? Asmita, strictly speaking, last 6 months. For example, exam is in the month of December. So I am saying 6 months. To be on safe side, we'll say last 9 months. But from 1st January to 30th November. But I am saying 1st April onwards, you will have more focus. But in February, there will be a month of budget. So you need to focus on budget also, Asmita. Aman, how to prepare for banking awareness and GK? Banking awareness and GK, when I am discussing that particular section, I will tell you what needs to be taken care of. At that time, we will discuss. Question types may not be similar, but the pattern may not be similar, but question types, few question types will be similar. Similar, Aman Agrawal. We have shown the first slide, right? Oh. Yes, Nikhil Jain. But another 5 to 10 marks would actually would be great, Nikhil. Nikhil is getting around 55. I'm saying another 5 to 10 because it's a prelim mock test. I don't think you have completed your entire syllabus. If you have completed, definitely another 10 should increase. So if you're getting 65, that actually would be a great thing to do. Okay. Okay. Right, Sanika. How many times you have given main exam? That is how you will be conducted. 3rd week of November, most likely the November 2021, the 3rd Saturday, Sunday will be the exam. Most likely we are expecting that. Or it will be in 4th week. The descriptive writing will be in writing, not writing, it will be typing on system, Rusti. Rustisha, it is will be typing on system, it is not writing. It's not multiple choice. You have to type on the system. Definitely, Mamta, if you saw last 2 to 3 years question paper, definitely it will help you. But along with that, you should also practice mock test on the pattern of State Bank of India. Now, if you are a time student, you will get a mock test. If you are already a previous student of time, we are sending a mail very soon. We are taking out. We are offering about 15 prelim plus 10 main for previous time students. And if you are a non-time student, we have a test series. Please visit our website. You can take test series where you will get different variants. You can select one variant which is suitable to you. So it is Siddesh, it's not muted. You cannot talk in GoToWebinar. Actually, GoToMeeting you can talk. It is by default, it will mute you. So you cannot talk. Rahul, you are not eligible. You are not eligible. As a working group, how to prepare for this exam? Any tips? Yes, Prajwal, definitely. When I'm discussing that strategy, I'll tell you working people should do what, and normal people who are complete their graduation should plan the strategy. How many hours they should spend, and working people how to take out time. That definitely we will discuss, Prajwal. Definitely we will discuss, Prajwal. 1 second, ma, hold on. No, CAT students don't have access to that. For CAT students also, maybe we can do that. Manav Mandal, I've given my email ID, right? Manav, you send me a mail, no? You send me a mail, no? I'll try to do some needful to you guys. Saurabh and Manav, just send me a mail. We will catch up separately, not here. No, negative marking is there for both prelim exam as well as main examination. Negative marking is there. That's my email ID, Manav and Saurabh. Take that. I'll show you that, Mamta. At the end, I'll show you. Right? 1 second. She's asking something. One second, hold on. Go to timeforeducation.com. Go to bank exams here. Then here you have bank exams info tab. Hope all of you can see this. Open this. Here you have cutoffs, vacancies, 21, 22. What are the vacancies? What banks have allowed? All those we are updating the website. You can see here SBAPO cutoff. This is the cutoff. Overall cutoffs here 58.5. SBAPO 2020 overall cutoff for general category 58.5. Other categories here you can take a screenshot. No individual cutoff here. See here overall general category cutoff is out of 250 88.93. Look at let us at this stage focus on prelim general 58.5. Look at 2019. What is general category cutoff? 71. This is what I'm trying to say. It all depends on the difficulty level of the paper. 2019 paper was dead easy. It was a cakewalk for the students. The many students who got more than 80 marks, right? So that's why cutoff is 71 here. But before that, 2018, so here 56.75. Look at 2017, 51.5. 51, 56, 50. This 2019 is odd man out. Here you got about 71 as a cutoff. Anupama Chaturvedi is asking where can we get previous year exam papers? Previous year exam papers, if you're a time student, you get as a part of your mock test. Otherwise, you can purchase Kiran Publications previous year papers. You can purchase Kiran Publications previous year papers. Don't purchase model papers. Kiran Publication previous year papers. Bhanupriya, you send me a mail. It's not, you cannot avail marks, but you need to purchase them at a nominal price. I'll tell you what needs to be done. You see, you send me a mail to hidayatullah@timeforeducation.com. We'll discuss later. Now, I'm closing this questions box. So we need to move ahead. So I'm closing this questions box. Right, students? Let's move ahead now. The SBAPO prelim and main examination. See here, puzzles minimum 12 to maximum 27. 22 to 24. That means almost out of 35 questions, 27 questions. Out of 45 questions, 25 questions. Almost 50 to 60% of the questions are based on puzzles. The puzzles is important for both prelim and main. If you look at this part, blood relation, direction sense, inequalities, generally important for prelim. Few times, it does not mean it's not asked in main exam. Few times, at times, these topics are also part of your main examination. Coding, decoding, prelim and main. Deductions also prelim and main. Is not there this time, but generally prelim and main. Input output prelim and main. Data sufficiency, critical reasoning, miscellaneous, these are generally main. Data sufficiency and critical reasoning generally main. So I can summarize now. Blood relation, direction sense, inequalities only prelim. Puzzles, coding, deductions, input, output, prelim and main. Data sufficiency, critical reasoning, only main examination. Right? Puzzles, coding, decoding, input, output, deductions. Important for both prelim and main. Only prelim, symbol notation. That is your inequalities, blood relations, direction sense. Only main, data sufficiency, critical reasoning, and decision making. Data sufficiency, critical reasoning, and decision making. Right. This is the order in which you're supposed to solve the reasoning section. See, you cannot do anything about timing. You cannot do anything about the order of the timing also, right? So you cannot do, what you can do is within that stipulated time, maybe 20 minutes or 60 minutes for main exam, 20 minutes for prelim exam, what order you should follow, what order you should attempt the paper so that you can maximize your score. See, analytical reasoning. Start with coding, decoding, direction sense, blood relations. Start with coding, decoding. So, analytical reasoning, you have coding, decoding, direction sense, and blood relations. Start with these topics because these are followed by symbol notation. These are scoring areas. Please keep in mind, sir, I will go and start with puzzles. You will get stuck. I'll start with critical reasoning. I'm saying you will spoil the entire paper. You need to get definite marks in your hand, and these are definitely 5, 5, 4, 4 questions from each of these topics, and these are easy topics, relatively easy topics compared to your puzzles or compared to your deductions or compared to your input output. I wanted to score marks here. So coding, decoding, direction sense, blood relation. Take down this order, friends. Symbol notation or inequalities, then do input output, then do deductions. Earlier I used to say deductions here, input output here. Now input output has become easy. Deductions, we have reverse syllogisms. You know what are reverse syllogisms, right? Deductions or syllogisms are same. Generally what happens, statements given, find conclusions. Here conclusions given, you have to find out statements. Or possibility, not a possibility. These kind of questions are very much what you call are time consuming in deduction. That is why we have pushed deductions a little down the order, right? Then do puzzles, then data sufficiency, then critical reasoning, then finally do your non-verbal reasoning. Non-verbal reasoning last appeared in the year 2012. Now we are in 2021, right? So last 9 years there are no non-verbal reasoning questions, but to be on safe side, we train you for non-verbal reasoning also. Once upon a time, there used to be some 5 to 10 questions here. Suddenly, they have disappeared from 2012 on. So we don't know what is the reason. But non-verbal reasoning, still you need to prepare. If at all, if he gives, he will get some 5 questions in the exam. But last preference, not at the beginning. So this is the order one should follow. Right? Now, let us look at some tips here. Do not start with critical reasoning. That's what I'm saying. Puzzles, critical reasoning. Once you start, if you get stuck, I'm saying unnecessarily time will overshoot. You will lose anyhow, going to lose marks there, and you will also lose marks in easy areas like inequalities or input output or coding decoding or direction sense or blood relations. So attempt set based questions in your first round, then individual questions in your next round. Weightage, if you look at critical reasoning, sometimes more, sometimes less, but puzzles is almost 50 to 60% of your entire paper. Those who are asking some question sometime back, what are the important? These are important topics. Critical reasoning, these are the topics: assumptions, conclusions, inferences, strong and weak arguments, courses of action. You have other topics like strong and what you called probably true, probably false, right? You have other topics also, but I am saying these are important topics in critical reasoning. And students, just here. These are important topics for reasoning, coding, blood relation, symbol notation, direction sense, puzzles, deductions, input, output. These are a part of almost all the papers. Now, let me spend some time on preparation part. What I try to do is, I'll take a screen here. I'll try to explain. Let us say you're preparing for your reasoning. Now, what I generally suggest student is, you will not have problem with complete reasoning. You will not have problem with complete quant. You will not have problem with complete what is called data interpretation. You will have problem with only, you'll be good at 70 to 80% of the topic. You will have problem with only about 10 to 20% of the topic. Maybe every test area, maybe 2 chapters or 3 chapters, you are not comfortable. You are not what you call, you are not confident. So I am saying you need to focus on these topics. Now, the major mistake which we commit as student is, let us say you are very good at coding decoding. You try solving coding decoding different types of models. You try solving SBI model, IBPS model, clerk model, RRB model, CAT model, bank model, MAT model, all models you try to do because you love that. You enjoy solving that. What happens? You will get more knowledge about coding decoding. You will try to solve different types of questions. You will be satisfied and you will say that I am good, I have done very good, I have got very good command and reasoning section, but you are not good at, for example, deductions. Now you are good at coding decoding. Because of that, I will not give you 10 questions in coding decoding. Tomorrow you will have 5 in coding decoding, 5 in deductions. So I'm saying that chapters which are not good at, until unless you improve on them, definitely you will not be able to maximize your score in your examination. You got the point? So the whole idea is, your strong area is strong area today, tomorrow when you write your exam, you are going to get marks there. But the areas which are not good at, the chapters which are not strong, the chapters which are weak, the chapters which you feel you are not up to the mark, those chapters you need to improve. Those chapters you need to focus. Those chapters you need to work on. That is where your score will increase. That is where you will move up in the merit list. If you focus only on the topics which you know, your overall score is not going to improve. Please keep that point in mind. Now, for example, if you have a problem with deductions, what I suggest is take out your classroom notes. Faculty member might have discussed deductions using few examples. Classroom notes plus handout. Then you take out your study material booklet. You may be a time student or you are preparing somewhere else. Definitely you might have following some study material. Take out study material booklet. Try to solve deductions topic from this. For this, I want you to spend some 8 to 10 hours of time only on deduction topic because you don't know deductions. Example I am saying. Then you take out your online sectional tests. Try to solve questions from deductions. Then these are time-based tests, right? Within the stipulated time, you should be able to attempt. Then you take your online mock tests. Try to solve. Once you write the mock test, you have to do the analysis and also try to solve questions from online mock tests. Then you need to refer to previous year papers. Previous year, at least actual papers, at least last 3 years. Someone was asking which papers to follow. You can look at Kiran publications. You can look at Kiran publications. Now, see here, students, what is that I'm trying to do here? I'm trying to look at my classroom notes. That's my classroom notes and handout. Then I'm looking at my study material booklet. I'm looking at my online sectional test. I'm looking at my mock test. I'm looking at my previous year actual questions. So what is that we are trying to do? We are trying to look at different types of questions, different models of questions, different difficulty level of questions. Right? So what is happening if you do this? Your subject knowledge will improve. Then second, your confidence level will improve. And I am saying your overall marks or score will improve. Earlier you are saying if you are getting 0 out of 5 in deductions, you do this exercise, you will get, I'm not saying you get 5 out of 5, but I'm saying you get 2 to 3, you can score out of 5 questions if you try to do this practice, if you practice this. So 8 to 10 hours, at a stretch it's not possible, I know. So let us say 3 hours per day, 3 days you spend only on deductions. Till then, don't touch any other topic in this. I believe you will not have problem with all the topics. You have a problem with certain topics, try to do this. Let's say you have a problem with time and distance. Generally, students will come back and say, sir, I have a problem with time and distance. I'll tell them, Baba, go back, do this exercise 3 दिन के लिए 8 घंटे 9 घंटे. Classroom handout, study material booklet, online sectional test, online mock test, previous year papers. Get back to me. Once they get back to me, so they will say, they will change, sir, I'm good at most of the topics, sir, but I'm not good at few subtopics. Generally, if you see a time and distance, you have general questions on time and distance, your average speed, your relative speed, your trains questions, your boats and streams questions, your linear races, your circular races. Now, once you do this exercise and come, you will pinpointedly tell me, sir, I'm unable to solve relative speed questions. I'm unable to solve questions on trains. I'm unable to solve questions on circular tracks. Your problem is solved. Why not the Bimari? You have to diagnose the, what is the, why you are unwell? What's the illness? Once you diagnose your illness, medicine will be there. So you have to identify, okay, trains mein nahi kar pa raha hu, circular tracks I'm unable to do. Yes. Identifying that is very, very important. Once you identify that your concept is not clear, then meet the faculty member, get that concept cleared, practice more number of questions on those trains, practice more number of questions on relative speed, practice more number of questions on circular tracks. I am saying you will be able to score, you will be able to improve your score, you will be able to maximize your score. You understood? If you take a particular topic, when your students say I'm not good at a particular topic, in that topic also you're good at almost 60-70% of the subtopics. You're not good at about 20-30%, and keeping that in mind, you mentally feel that I am not good at time and distance. It's not like that. Similarly, you're not good at pie chart. Take all pie charts, handout, study material, sectional test, mock test, previous year papers, try to solve it. Single pie chart, double pie chart, percentage, degree, percentage to degree, degree to percentage, solve in this order. I am saying it will be very easy. Similarly, reading comprehension. Most of the students have problem with reading comprehension. See, now you don't have time to see reading techniques, practice karo, then you do this, you do that. See, you don't have so much of time for a SBIP printing exam. I am saying from this mock test, let's say there are 100 mock tests. From each mock test, if you pick up one RC, you will have 100 RCs. Don't do all 100 RCs. About, see, I am saying topic wise, science and technology पे एक 5 पकड़ो, banking पे एक 5, economy पे एक 5. Select some 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5 on each topic. And when you read, identify the words which you don't know. Try to note down the meaning. You can take the help of the Google, or you can take the help of the dictionary. Try to learn about those words given in the passage. That is why, see, the point is, if I give you a passage on robotics, if I give a passage on robotics for a commerce student, it will be very difficult, because nanotechnology is that they are not familiar with the terms and terminology. Similarly, if I give a capital expenditure to my engineering student, he cannot make out head and tail out of that. The reason is familiarity. We don't have a habit of reading anything apart from our academic books. वो भी पढ़ना मुश्किल है, फिर भी डायरेक्ट बोले तो आप लोग फील होंगे, इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ, you don't have a habit of reading anything apart from the academic books. You should be a vivid reader. You should read different topics: economy, polity, science, banking, economy, everything, sports. Then you will have that familiarity with the topic. That is where you can improve your reading speed. That is where you can improve your reading, you can improve your marks in your reading comprehension. Right? So select some 5, 5, 4, 4 RCs on each topic. Start reading. Grammar. Select grammar question, error identification. सारे paper में से, study material में से error identification, identify and solve. And the questions which are unable to do, classify them. They either belong to common errors on nouns, or common errors on pronouns, or it may be adjectives, or it may be adverbs, or it may be tenses and verbs. This is the exercise which you are supposed to. Any topic, spend some 9 hours, 3 and 3 days, finish off the topic. I am saying, start from tomorrow. Start with the topics which are not comfortable. Don't start with the topics which are comfortable. सर मुझे परसेंटेज अच्छे से आता है, मैं परसेंटेज करता हूँ, डीए अच्छे से आता है, डीए करता हूँ, नहीं करना है, मुझे नहीं चाहिए. You know percentages. I know that you will be able to do tomorrow in the exam. Sir, I am not good at geometry. Start with geometry mensuration. No, not good at averages, mixes, alligation. Start with averages, mixes, alligation. No. So try to finish off the areas which are not comfortable first. Maybe the next 10 days. The remaining 10 days, you can easily cover your areas which are familiar with. This is the study plan, or the plan which you need to follow before you, start your preparation. Right? So these are important topics in reasoning. Let us look at some preparatory aspects for reasoning students. You should have very good, strong logical skills to solve reasoning questions. It requires understanding the basic instructions given there. If you follow them, you have to read carefully. Then I am saying logical reasoning is very easy. When it comes to puzzles, most important thing is familiarity. It's a very important topic. 50 to 60% of the questions, you should have thorough analysis of the clues. If you follow the order, then definitely you'll be able to do. Puzzles, don't do in a haphazard. Pahla first clue padho, bit 10th clue padho, bit second clue padho. Aisa mat karna. Try to read in order. First clue, second clue, third clue, fourth clue. Maybe you will arrive at 2 possibilities in the beginning. When you read your last clue, out of those 2 possibilities, one will be ruled out, only one left over. Then you're ready with your diagram. Right? Then you're ready with your presentation. So I'm saying you should have good analysis. Try to follow the order of the clues given. Don't do haphazardly either here and there. Don't read. Read in order and practicing different types of puzzles. See this puzzle, sir. How do you know to start this way? How do you know that this will happen here? Because we have seen so many puzzles. We have been teaching from so many years. We know which puzzle to tackle how. I'm saying you should have good exposure. That's what I'm saying. Take study material, previous year papers. Try to solve different types. Linear arrangement khatam ho gaya. Linear arrangement with different types of puzzles. Undefined, uncertain number of people, certain number of people, facing north, facing south. Try to solve as many questions as possible, particularly last 3-4 years papers also. That will automatically tell you, the moment you look at the question, you will say, this is how I should solve. You yourself will get an approach to solve the question. Coding, decoding, input, output. The most important thing is focus on the logics which are not explicitly stated. In coding, decoding, and input, output, you will have logics which are inherent, which are hidden inside the steps. You need to identify the logic. Here also, you need to have a good exposure to these kind of question types. You need to practice a lot, right? Then direction sense and family relations. Definitely you have to know. Otherwise, it will be difficult for the other topics. Blood relations and direction sense, definitely you should study. Then inequality, that is symbols rotation, easy area, scoring area. You cannot afford to miss marks here. You cannot make mistakes here. Easily you can score 5 out of 5. Critical reasoning requires strong logical and language skills. This requires your grammar knowledge also. That is why students feel little difficult while solving critical reasoning. The options will also be very close in critical reasoning. And critical reasoning, sometimes what happens is most of us will think B is the option, but faculty member will say C is the answer. And most important thing is he'll convince you. That's the most important thing. So I'm saying you require strong logical as well as language skills to answer this question, and answer choices will be close, unlike other reasoning questions. You solve a puzzle, you got an arrangement, you solve an input output, you got an output, you solve a coding decoding, you got coding decoding both. I'm saying that clearly you can identify, distinguish the options, you can select the answer. But critical reasoning options will be very, very close. It also requires your grammar knowledge, right? So these are previous year reasoning SBI PO 2020 new question types. SBI PO 2020 new question types, right? So input output with mathematical operators, it has appeared here. Input output with mathematical operators has appeared here. Even numbers, arrange them first, odd numbers, descending order, prime numbers first, followed by composite numbers, then into 2, even odd number into 3. All those are even number replaced by star symbol with mathematical operations is given. Directions with symbol. Deductions, reverse syllogisms with 3 conclusions were given this year. And 2 staircases, 10 persons, 5 colors, 5x5 matrix is given. Circle plus pentagon plus square plus pentagon. So what happened is there was a pentagon outside, then inside that there is a square, inside that there is a circle. You need to arrange them. First people in circle, circular arrangement. Then what happens is, yes, I think he has given 8 people. He has given a dice. The person here, if he gets 3, he will move to this corner of the square. He will move to this corner of the square. From there again, pentagon, this area. So it's a combination. It just specifically asked in SBI 2019. 2 lanes, quant based 12 houses are given, 6 houses in each lane, and quant is used here. Length of the door is given. Length of the door is given. So these are few important data sufficiency 5 statements, and coding decoding with fill in the blanks are given. So you can take a screenshot here, students. These are the models appeared in the last 2 years. Now I'll see if you have any questions for me. Maths chapters weightage. Individual topics, Mamta, each topic there will be one question. Ratio pe ek, ages pe ek, profit loss pe ek, percentage pe ek. He will cover all topics 1, 2 question. Boards and streams pe ek, time and distance pe ek, pipes and systems pe ek, time and work pe ek. He will cover everything so that you'll get the 10-12 questions from the top. Summary of reasoning, Hema Legnick, I'll show. Summary of reasoning. 1 second, I'll show. Correct. Okay, fine. We'll move ahead now. I told you the study plan also. This is quant. You look at quant. Quadratic comparison 0 to 6. Sometimes asked, sometimes not asked, but generally most of the slots you'll find quadratic comparison. Simplification approximation 0 to 6. These two are generally prelim topics. Series, individual questions, data interpretation. These are a part of prelim exam as well as main exam, both. Data sufficiency, data comparison, main exam, generally. Sometimes in prelim, 0 to 5 here. In out of 12 slots or 16 slots, maybe in one slot you have DS, in one slot you have data comparison. But predominantly these are a part of your main exam. Done? Look at it. Summary. Important for both prelim and main. Series, data interpretation, arithmetic topics. Important for prelim only. Simplification, approximation, quadratic comparison. Main only. Data sufficiency, data comparison, quant-based DA. What do you mean by quant-based DA? This is a recent entry. Not recent entry, but last 3-4 years you are getting these questions. You have DA generally percentages, but he has given profit loss based DA. He has given partnership based DA. He has given simple interest, compound interest based DA. Simple and compound interest based DA. He has given probability based DA. All these have asked in last few years. Time and work based DA. Time and distance based DA. Averages based DA. Mixtures and allegation based DA. All these topics are clubbed. Mensuration based DA. Right? Quant based DA. So quant topics clubbed with your data interpretation. This is the order to be solved. Start with easier things. Always I tell you, scoring areas, simplification, approximation, series are scoring areas. Then you have quadratic comparisons, attempt only easy ones. Then you can solve individual questions, equation, ratio, ages, percentage, standard work, time and distance. Then data sufficiency, data comparison. Finally, you have to solve your DA. Quadratic comparison also, you can watch our video on our YouTube channel. I have made that channel. You can go to subject videos. You can search for quadratic comparisons. Quadratic comparisons can be found out using roots, using factorization. I told you one more method without using formula, roots, factorization formula. Without using that, I have tried to solve using one shortcut A into C and by taking B. You watch those videos. I have uploaded about 2-3 videos on quadratic comparison. You watch that, you will get some clarity about quadratic comparison. You need not use actual formula, right, or factorization method. Same thing I have tried to explain using a different method. So time for bank exams, you have to subscribe, watch there, you'll come to know. Then data interpretation, I am saying the types of questions, particularly prelim exam, you have table, you have pie chart, you have bar graph, you have line graph, you have caselet, and you have combination. What do you mean by combination? Table plus pie or two pies, line plus table, bar plus table. These are combinations. Table plus pie, two pies, line plus pie, bar plus pie. All these are combination questions. What do you mean by caselet? Some raw data will be given, verbal sentences. You have to read this, capture this in the form of a table. Sometimes it is a 3-dimensional, you have to capture in the form of a Venn diagram. Then you have to solve the questions. Right? You have to capture in the form of a table, read the data. That's it. Table, pie chart, bar graph, line graph, structured data. Data at one place. This is unstructured data. First, you have to, raw data will be given. You have to capture that data, put that data at one place. Then you need to solve the questions. Caselet, if you make a mistake at one place, the entire thing will go wrong. And this is generally time consuming. So that's why I told you, leave caselet in the exam. So what is important is selection of sets. So to start with, sir, I will solve a simplification, series, approximation, quadratic, individual, data sufficiency, data comparison. Some, let's say 10 minutes of time left out of 15 questions, select 2 sets and do. Selection of sets is very, very important. When I say selection, there is two types of selections: external selection and internal selection. External selection is selection of the set. You are good at pie chart, start with pie chart. You are good at line graph, start with line graph. You are good at table, start with table. You are good at bar graph, start with bar graph. Internal selection. Internal selection is each set, each table or bar graph or line graph followed by 5 questions. Then selection of questions also play a major role. So 5 minutes you have to select the set, easy set which you are comfortable with, read the data, understand the data, analyze the data, look at the questions, pick up easy questions, pick the data, simplify it and mark it. So what plays an important role is selection of set as well as questions. Sometimes see, the data might look very, very complicated, but the questions will be very easy. Complicated data will have easy questions. Always remember, particularly SBA 1.73, 1.91, 1.647, but questions will be all approximations. So do not decide whether to attempt that particular set or not by looking at only the data or only the questions. You should look at the combination. Look at the data, look at the questions, then try to decide whether to attempt that particular set or not. Then when you spend these 5 minutes, in these 5 minutes you have to read. So what are the steps? First read the title, then you have to note the units, then you have to look at the data, you have to analyze the data, look at the question, pick the data, solve it. So in 5 minutes, ideally I am saying 2 marks is a good score out of 5 questions. If you have scored 3 marks, I am saying you have done a fantastic job, excellent. Don't try to solve 5 out of 5. Even I am teaching DA from last 20 years. Even I am writing the exam, I am saying I will not be able to solve all 5 out of 5 in the given time frame, because out of 5 questions there will be definitely 1 or 2. I'm saying you will not. I'm not saying that you will not be able to do, but they are lengthy, time-consuming, calculation based. Kyun kar rahe? Sir, I have seen the entire data. No, let me spend some more time. Let me solve these 2 questions also. You end up spending 5 minutes for those 2 questions. Answers for those 2 questions are wrong. Rather, spend those 2 minutes, those 5 minutes on the next set where you can solve. You can get 2 to 3 easy ones. So students, out of 5, select 3 easy questions, solve them. That is what I am saying: selection of sets and selection of questions. Data can be complicated, but questions can be simple. Use approximations. You are given few basic things to read. You need to be ready with those things. What are those things? Multiplication tables up to 20, preferably 20 into 20 or at least 20 into 10 is compulsory. Squares and cubes of squares up to 25 natural numbers, cubes up to 20 natural numbers. Reciprocal values up to 12, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, including their multiples. 1 by 4, so on, 1 by 12, 1 by 2 to 1 by 12, including their multiples. Complements of 100. Percentage calculations. You should be thorough with 10%, you should be thorough with 1%, you should know how to calculate 20%, you should know how to calculate 5%, you should know how to calculate 2%, percentage calculations. Quadratic comparison, finding roots, I told you I have uploaded videos. Please do watch them in the YouTube channel, you will get some idea. Thorough with basic concepts of quantitative aptitude, ages, time and work. These not only help in your what you call individual questions, but in solving data sufficiency questions, they will help in solving data comparison questions. Also, they will help you in solving data interpretation questions. They will help you in solving data interpretation questions. This is about preparation for quantitative aptitude. Here also I told you the same logic which you apply earlier. Take your handouts, classroom, study material booklets, external test, mock test, solve them. These are new question types. Data sufficiency based data interpretation. I discussed about quant based DI. DS based DI means he will give you a DI set, but question will be not DI, question will be DS based, question followed by 2 statements. Fill in the blank. Individual questions with blanks given, you need to fill them. Case-led based quant questions. So earlier quant questions used to be single questions. Now a common data will be given, followed by 1 question, 2 questions, or sometimes followed by 3 questions. This is the recent trend in your examination. Okay, you can analyze this English section. Then till then I look at if you have any questions. Okay, some of you asked how to attempt large questions in here without the calculator, as you have been practicing with calculator up till now. No, you cannot use calculator in bank exams. You will not have questions where you need large, what's called difficult calculations, calculator. Those kind of questions generally don't appear in bank exams. In case if you come across those, it is better to leave those because you don't have calculator. No cutoffs in prelim as well as main, Sarada. He has not mentioned in the notification. हाँ sir, we will try to upload in YouTube. Last slide. Saurabh, कौन सा वाला? ये वाला? This one? Geometry is about 1 mark, 2 marks. Geometry is generally 0. Next वाला Saurabh. ये वाला, इसके पीछे वाला, ठीक है. ये वाला. Correct? I'll show. Solanke A wala na. This one. This is what you are asking. Both Saurabh and Solanke. Geometry, Anupama, generally not important for bank exams. Mensuration is important. Cubes, cuboids, pyramids, prisms, those are important. Geometry, very rare you get question. Mensuration is important. Okay, shall I move it? Saurabh and Solanke. New question types. Okay, fine. Look at this. Okay, fine. Look at this. English. Look at this, we'll discuss. Then we'll have 40 days study plan, what needs to be done. We'll cover it, we will discuss that very quickly. Fine. If you see here, RC is important for both prelim and main exam. Prelim exam 5 to 10 questions, main exam 10 to 20 questions. So almost about 50% of the questions here. Here in quant also, if you observe, DI almost 50% of the questions, more weightage. Reasoning, puzzles, quant, DI, English, RC is very important. Right? Close test generally important for prelim. Fill in the blanks also prelim. Sometimes can be asked in main. Paraforming questions both prelim and main. Match the column, synonyms, antonyms. This is generally prelim. Synonyms, antonyms asked once in mains. Sentence starter, word usage, this word replacement, word interchange. These are generally prelim. This part. These are the latest entries into your English language. Latest. Generally prelim. Can be asked in main also. Can be asked. Grammar, error identification, phrase replacement. These two are important for both prelim as well as main. Any questions, students? Otherwise, we'll move ahead. Fine. Shall I move ahead now? Let us look at the summary part. This is the summary part. FIB also important for both. Acha, he's asking in main also, prelim and main. Look at this. Reading comprehension, para jumbled, fill in the blank, grammar, prelim and main. Only prelim, close test, match the column, sentence starter, sentence rearrangement, word interchange, word usage. Paraforming odd man out, para completion, multiple errors, word replacement. These are asked in your main examination. Word replacement generally this is also prelim, but in SBI it was asked in your main exam. Word replacement means he will give you one word in bold, you have to replace that. What do you mean by word interchange? He will give you 4 words. They are not in correct position. You have to interchange these words to form a meaningful sentence. What is sentence starters? He will give you and but you have to connect the sentences. Match the column. He will give you 2 columns. You have to match the sentences. Which will go with what? Close test, you know, right? A paragraph will be given with blanks in between. RC, you know, para jumbled, you know, sentences in jumbled order. Fill in the blanks, you know, you'll have single blank, you'll have double blank, you'll have triple blank also. Paraforming odd man out is, he'll give you 6 sentences, one will be odd man out, you have to find out. Para completion. Para completion is a paragraph will be given, like simple, fill in the blank. Sentence will be given, here paragraph will be given. Maybe the beginning or the end or the middle sentence will be taken out. You have to fill that sentence. Multiple errors. General error identification, this is the format. first part, second part, third part, one part there is an error, fifth part generally no error. Multiple errors means he will say more than one part there is an error. So all these are your main exam model students. This is a summary. This is the order you should follow. Start with scoring areas, easy areas. Start with closed passage, easy to score. Then do fill in the blanks. Then RC, because we have seen student not attempting RC. RC is the easiest area. The reason for not attempting RC is your low reading speed and your low comprehension levels. Low comprehension levels means low understanding capability. Low comprehension levels. Low reading speed. See, decent reading speed should be somewhere around 350 words per minute, because the length of the passage will be some 900 words, sometimes 750 to 900, sometimes 900, sometimes even 1100 in main exam. If your reading speed is, how to find out reading speed? Take an article, take a stopwatch, start the time, read the article. Now don't push yourself saying the time is going on. At your regular leisure, however you do your reading, in a similar fashion you do that. Then count number of words divided by time taken, minutes. You will get WPM, words per minute. So don't be surprised if you are 200, 150, 175, 250. Decent reading speed will be 350. If you start practice reading, there are only three secrets here. Read, read, read. If you continuously read, automatically you can reach up to 300 easily within 10 days. But making that 300 to 350, you need to go that extra mile. But getting 300 to reach 300, it is very easy. Regularly 10 days, every day you practice 2 RCs, your reading speed will improve. Fine. You have to start with closed passage, then do fill in the blanks, then do RC. I told you reading comprehension, you should improve your reading speed as well as understanding capabilities. So commerce should read technical guys should read commerce articles, etc. Then followed by grammar, sentence starter, sentence formation, word usage, word interchange, word replacement, match the column. Most of these are vocab based. Maybe one word given 3 usages, one word given 5 usages, or 4 words given, you have to interchange them to form a meaningful sentence, or one word is given in bold, you have to replace that word from the given options, or 2 columns of sentences are given, you have to match them. Most of the times here the grammar knowledge, but other parts word usage, you require your vocab knowledge. Then you attempt your para forming questions. The final thing to attempt is para completion or central idea or theme of the passage. This is the order in which you should attempt your English paper. Preparation vocabulary, focus on vocab improvement, learn new words along with usage. This is very important. Learning word and meaning will not help you. Most importantly, you have to learn the usage and you have to focus on vocab question types. So when you're preparing vocab, fill in the blank, 2 blank, 3 blank, word usage, word interchange, word replacement. Look at the question type. Where are these vocab question types are there? Practice those question types. RC, we have discussed earlier. You have to read, read and read. You have to focus more on economy and banking based passages. Most of the times you come across economy and banking based passages. You have to improve your reading speed, and most of the times he's picking up passages from the magazine called The Economist. The Economist. That's why we keep on telling students, so read one newspaper, The Hindu or Times of India, and one monthly magazine. Maybe you can look at India Today, Outlook, Frontline, or The Economist, or you can look at once you're habituated reading these books, you can look at any business standard paper, Economic Times or Business Standard, for improving this, coming across these economy based passages. But start with this. For current affairs, you can refer Current Affair Cracker magazine provided by Time. This is exclusively for bank students. You can also look at Pratyogita Darpan or Pratyogita Kiran. Pratyogita Darpan or Pratyogita Kiran. Right, students? Now, what should you read in newspaper is, read the following. First page, without fail. Then you have to read current affairs, editor's page first, editorial page or editor's page. Then you read current affairs national. Then you read a page called current affairs international. Then there is a page called banking and economy. Read that page, everyday's newspaper. Then finally read sports page. These 6 pages without fail every day. You spend some 1.5 hours of time read this along with analysis. Reading this will help you to improve your reading skills, will help you in improving your vocabulary. These are without any grammatical mistakes. This reading will help you in your grammar knowledge. This will help you in your GDs, group exercises and interviews. This will also help you in your GK section. So that is what I'm saying. Everyday reading will help you in your building your English language skills, vocabulary, RC, grammar, group exercise or group discussion or your interviews. Also, this will help you for your current affairs section of your GK. So daily read and practice RC from your mock test as well as read one newspaper. Grammar, simply by hearting rules will not help out. Practice them, implement them in your questions. So you pick up error identification, single error, double error, grammatically correct sentences, error in bold, error in not bold, phrase, bold in phrase. These question types you have to practice, and you have to, whatever rules you have studied, common errors, you have to put into practice. Similar like maths, you learn shortcuts, you know tricks, you know formula, you know concept. Daily you practice content reasoning. Similarly, you have to practice these grammar rules. You have to implement into practical application. Then only you will remember. Otherwise, you will not remember things. Okay, these are new question types. Small passages. These are recent trend now. Small passages. He is giving you about 6 to 7 passages at the rate of 2 to 3 questions. So same 20 questions, instead of 2 passages, I am getting 2 to 3 passages, 6 to 7 passages followed by 2 to 3 questions. So as number of passages increases, your reading speed you have to improve. Otherwise, you will end up doing 1 or 2 passages and end up doing about 4 to 6 questions. Then we separate paragraph numbers. With paragraph numbers in sentence in bold, he is giving you paragraph numbers like this. Sometimes he is giving you paragraph numbers with one sentence in bold. You have to replace that. Then close. You have to close passage. He will give you a blank. You have to fill with a word. Sometimes this blank he will give you a suggestion word here into. He will say that this word will fit here. If you feel, select that word. Otherwise, select from the remaining options. 2 words per blank. Sometimes what happens is there is only one blank, but he will give you select 2 words which will fit into that. Then sometimes the blank has to fill with a phrase or sentence. Comprehensive testing. Here, big paragraph will be given with word replacement, with sentence replacement, with fill in the blank, with grammar, etc. That is comprehensive testing. Paraforming questions. 6 sentences are given. You have to arrange them in order. Sometimes what happens is A, B, C, D, E, F is fixing. C is fixed. Arrange the above, arrange the below. D is fixed. Arrange the above, arrange the below. 5 sentences in jumbled order, A, B, C, D, E. Find one odd man out. What happens is, sentence itself will be in jumbled order. 5 sentences he will give you. You have to first arrange the sentence. Sentence itself in jumbled. Arrange the sentences first. Then try to form a paragraph. 4 will make a meaningful paragraph. 1 will be odd man out. Identify that. So arrange the sentence within itself. Then arrange the paragraph. 1 is odd man out. Identify that. Then 7 sentences A to G will be given, and you need to with 5th sentence fixed. That is E fixed. Arrange the remaining sentences. Fill in the blanks. I told you 2 blanks, 1 sentence, 1 word per blank. 3 blanks or 2 sentences with 1 blank each. 1 word will fit into this. 2 sentences with 2 blanks each. Select 2 words which will fit into both the blanks. Like that, different types of new models are appearing in your English examination. Identifying grammatically correct sentence, multiple error. Instead of single error, I told you multiple error. Phrase replacement also, sentence given in bold. Some part of the sentence is given in bold. You have been asked to replace that. But now what is given is for that particular bold part also is suggesting you 3 changes. A, B, C. More than one will be correct. You have to identify that. A, only B, B and C, A and C, all 3 correct. Situation analysis given in recent SBI exams. Kindly go through those situation analysis and tone of the passage. These 2 are important. Then word interchange, match the column, word usage. These are the things which you generally come across. Now let us spend some time on GA. GA strategy should be read all the questions and don't leave the question that's saying that I don't know. Look at the options. Sometimes what happens is if you read the question answer might not strike you, but when you look at the options, answer will strike. Sometimes I will be able to recollect. Oh, this is the answer. Attempt single liner questions in your first round. Lengthier questions in your second round. Guesswork, no big. So I'm saying a big no, because see, quant reasoning English, you don't have this guesswork problem. But GA, there's a problem of guesswork. Sir, I think answer is 3. How do you know? I have studied somewhere. मुझे लगता है 100% sure हूँ. मैंने कहीं पढ़ा है. I've read it somewhere. I strongly feel this kind of problem will be there with your GA section. Don't do that. Don't do that. Guesswork, negative mark, your score will come down. Do educated guess, no wild guess. Educated guess means out of 5 options, you have clearly ruled out 3 options. 2 left over. In these 2 also I'm saying, again read the question, try to think what is the answer. If you're not able to separate, most likely if you feel this is the answer, then you can take a chance. Now don't do this for all 40 questions. Do this for 3 to 4 questions or maximum 5 questions. If all 4 are wrong, 1 by 4 of 4, you will lose 1 mark, but generally it will not be the case. Even 1 question is correct, you will be on gaining edge, right? So don't do any guesswork, students. Preparation, I told you how to prepare for GA. Read one newspaper, one monthly magazine. Current affairs of last 9 months with special focus on last 3 to 4 months or 6 months. More emphasis or more number of questions from economy, banking and current affairs. Stock questions, definitions, abbreviations, all those are very important. I told you how to prepare for GA. Read one newspaper, one magazine, maybe Outlook or Frontline, or for GK, Current Affair Cracker or Pratyogita Darpan or Pratyogita Kiran. We have discussed some time back. So do that. That will take care of your GA preparation. Computer knowledge generally not asked as a part of, it is been as a part of your reasoning section, but no questions asked in the last 5-6 years. Here, what you need to do is computer, we have a limited syllabus. As you have a limited syllabus, there is a very fair chance that questions get repeated. Also, if you prepare for computer knowledge, nothing wrong, because if you write other exams like insurance sector exams, you write other exams like regional rural bank exams, here you have a separate computer section. This reading will help you in solving questions there. So, but I am saying as limited syllabus is there, maybe you look at your operating system or networks or software concepts, internet, you have MS Office, internet, MS Office, MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint. Then you have basic computer architecture. You have to read this. Along with this, you need to read, there's a book called Computer Knowledge by Kiran Publications. Theory is given, followed by previous year question papers. Go through these question papers. Because there's limited syllabus, there's every chance that questions get repeated. Revise the material provided by time and revise previous year papers. Definitely questions get it. There's a chance that questions get repeated from computer section. Right, students? Now I'll show you. We'll discuss preparation plan. Right? Give me one couple of minutes. Sorry. So go study, pace your preparation. So number of hours you should study. This is where someone was asking, sir, if I'm working, what should I do? See, if you are a student who have completed your graduation, apart from your classes, I want you to spend some 8 to 10 hours of time every day. This 8 to 10 hours of time you need to spend on your weak area to strong area. Weak area, more number of hours, strong area, less number of hours. Let us say your quant reasoning English, every day you have to practice along with your English GK preparation. GK preparation, I told you, read magazine, newspaper, etc. That anyways you budget, allocate some 1.5 to 2 hours. Apart from that, some, see, you spend time maybe 1.5 hour here, 1.5 hour here, almost 4.5 hours done, some 3.5 hours here, or 2 hours here, 2 hours here, 4, 5, and 6 hours plus 3.5 hours. See, this you can spread here, you can spread here, you can spread here, depending on your strong and weak area, you need to spend time. Those who are working, apart from your classes, every day take some 2 hours of time. In this 2 hours of time, 1 hour you spend on newspaper. 1 hour you spend on newspaper. Another 1 hour you daily read one topic. It may be quant one day, reasoning one day, English one day. Because you cannot afford to spend more time. You cannot take out more time because you're working. For 2 hours, early morning you wake up at 4:30. 1 hour you spend on newspaper. If you don't get newspaper, you keep on yesterday's newspaper. Spend 1 hour on newspaper and 1 hour on one subject. It may be quant or reasoning or English, but not every day. Otherwise, you can do like this. In a week, 2 days quant, 2 days reasoning, 1 day English. I'm talking about 5-day week. Saturday and Sunday, you forget Saturday, Sunday, weekends, particularly people who are working. I want Saturday and Sunday, you need to spend somewhere around at least some 12 hours of time on Saturday and Sunday, because you don't get any other time apart from Saturday and Sunday. This Saturday and Sunday, whatever you have done from Monday to Friday, you revisit them, you revise those concepts. Based on those concepts, you try attempting questions from sectional test, your study material booklet, etc. Right? This is what working people should do. Let me see if I have any questions here. Each section is a separate time, Sarada. At the beginning, I have defined, I have given. Pratyogita Darpan, Pratyogita Kiran, Asmita, current affair cracker provided by time. Error detection part, I'll tell you, we need to be thorough with common errors, Bhavana. First, basic common errors in nouns, common errors in pronouns. Then you can improve on your error identification question. Previous slide, Sai Manaswini. Which one, ma? This one? This one or this one? You have to mention which slide. Last slide, Jugal. Kaun sa wala? Okay, I'll share it, Amruta Padmanabha. I'll share this. Jugal and Sai Manaswini. GA slide, okay. Before this slide. This one. Okay, take a screenshot, then we'll move it. Okay, fine. Sanika Solanke, take this screenshot. Done. You'll be moving to 40 days study plan. Say yes, Sanika. Okay, fine. Yes, thank you. Right. So I'm saying slowly pace your preparation. Then planning is very, very important. See, the time you take out, planning is very important. Today I'm spending 2 hours on quant. What topic you need to spend? I'm telling you, start with your weak area, then move on to your strong areas. Focus on building concepts. There are 3 P's: practice, practice, practice. That's what I'm saying. If you're free, every day you have to spend some 8 to 10 hours apart from classes. Those who are working Saturday, Sunday, 12 to 14 hours, rest of the day at least 2 hours. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes man perfect. You have to practice more number of questions, more number of puzzles, more number of DI questions, more number of comprehensions, more number of grammar questions. That is where you get that hands-on experience. Once you get that comfort, once you enter that comfort zone, I'm saying any question will be easy. That's what I told you. Start with your handout, study material, online sectional test, online mock test, previous year papers. Try to solve in that order. So this is what I have written here. How to cover it, sectional test, mock test, etc. Most important thing is, first thing which you have to do today is analyze before you go to sleep. What are your strong areas? What are your weak areas? I'm not good. My weak area is reasoning. My weak area is quant. ऐसा नहीं. Quant में कौन सा weak area है? Ages पे नहीं कर पा रहे हो. Time and distance है, geometry है, DI है. DI में क्या है? Pie chart है, line graph है, identify, pinpointed. Consolidate your strengths. Improve your weak areas. Weak areas you need to practice more. In this practice sessions, you need to take out more time. You need to spend more time on these weak areas. You need to pick up more what you call questions and solve on your weak areas, students. So identifying them definitely will help you, right? Then once you're done with your basics, you need to focus on improving your speed. How to improve your speed? Write mock tests. What is important is this part. Writing mock test is one part. Analysis of the mock test is another part. What is analysis of the mock test? Once you write down the mock test, spend 1 hour is your prelim exam. Spend another 1 hour in analysis. In this 1 hour, let us say out of these 100 questions, you attempted some 70. 30 you have not attempted. These 30 questions you try to solve spending another 1 to 1.5 hours. Why I'm asking you to spend another 1 hour, 1.5 hours? These 30 questions, if you would have known, you would have answered in the exam itself. You have not answered means either you don't know the concept, you don't know the question, or you have a problem with that question, or simply you don't know the concept. So spend another 1.5 hours solving these questions. Taken by surprise, you can solve another 15 to 20 questions easily. Remaining 10 questions, you need to look at the help of solutions, maybe video solution or text solution, or meet the faculty member, get those questions, get those doubts clarified, right? Then see as friends, I have one more point here. Out of the 70 questions, generally when you're attempting 70 questions or 6, because we do selective questions, we identify easy questions and solve, your strike rate, accuracy percentage should not be less than 90%. That means 10 questions you attempt, 9 correct, 1 wrong, accepted. But 1 correct, 9 wrong, 4 correct, 5 wrong, not at all accepted. Accuracy percentage should be at least 90%. So out of those 70, let us say you have made some 6 to 7 questions wrong. Identify the mistake you made here. See, the point is, I'm attempting that question means you're confident that you know the answer. You're confident that you know the concept, but still you made a mistake. That means identify what kind of mistake was that. Is it a mistake, conceptual mistake? Is it a mistake in understanding the question? Is it a mistake in understanding the what do you call it? Is a simple silly calculation mistake? Identify that mistake. If you identify that mistake, you will not repeat that mistake. And friends, analysis of every mock will help you to improve your score by at least 5 to 10%. Now you are getting some 70 marks. If you analyze mock by mock, if you are writing 20 marks, analyzing each and every mock, by the time you touch your last mark, you will be scoring somewhere around 80 marks, 77 to 80 marks. So analysis is also a very, very important factor in your preparation. Then attend regular mock discussions, revision classes, workshop classes. I told you we are doing workshop classes, we'll do revision classes, we do mock discussions. Attend those. That will help you to score more marks, that will help you to understand the strategy, that will help you to understand the best method to solve that particular question. Then be result oriented. Be result oriented is you should know what is your strong area, what is your weak area, what appear in your prelim exam, what appear in your main exam, what are scoring areas, which areas to focus. So understand the question types, the difficulty level, the kind of model asked in the examination. Right? Refer to last few year question papers. You will come to know what kind of questions are appearing in the examination. Then spare time for your vocabulary in GA. From the beginning, I'm telling you these are real game changers. If you maximize your score, then automatically in GA, automatically you move up in the ladder. In main exam, particularly reasoning and DI, it will not be more difference or there will be gap of 1-2 marks or maximum 3 marks between student to student. But the students who have practiced scored more in English and GA are going to get their final interview later. Let us look at all of you waiting for this 40-day study plan. Take out these students. Look at this 40-day study plan. You can take a screenshot, then I'll discuss. Take a screenshot, then I'll discuss. You have any questions now? No questions. Very good. Day 1 to day 10. Starting from tomorrow, I want you to start with this. Reasoning, if you see, word formation, digit sequence, number operations, then you do your coding, decoding. Us din ye khatam ho jana chahiye. You are spending that 1.5-2 hours to finish off this. Symbol notation, blood relation, direction sense, number series. Till here, you are getting somewhere around, you are scoring 15 marks in the exam. Symbols, blood, series, coding, I can say even 15 to 20 marks, because series is a part of your quant section. So if I add that, you can easily cover 15 to 20 marks in the next 1 week. Then do deductions, 3 days you spend, because I'm giving you 3 days for deductions, because possibility, not a possibility, only a few model. These days you are getting this question. Out of 5 questions, 3 questions are only a few models. So spend some time. You need some time to understand deductions. Then you start your puzzles. I'll discuss reasoning. I'll come back to quant. Linear arrangement 2 days. Circular arrangement 2 days. This is basic for your reasoning. Then ranking flooring. Flooring is similar to your linear arrangement itself. Ranking flooring box arrangement 2 days. Comparison distribution 2 days. Quant based reasoning 1 day. Input output data sufficiency 1 day. Data sufficiency not asked in main exam, but still in one of the days I have put data sufficiency. Comfortably you can solve. You have to complete your study material booklet, you have to complete your sectional test, you have to do your mock test. Previous year papers maybe 21 to 40, 48 day you can do. I'm giving you 20-day study plan to cover your syllabus. Now the basic point is, sir, mujhe time lagega. You have to cut down time on unnecessary things. Cut down time on your Facebook, cut down time on your WhatsApp, cut down time on your watching TV. I am saying these 40 days are like true holy days. It may be what you called आप उपवास बोलो, आप उसको रमजान बोलो, आप उसको उसमें क्रिश्चियंस के कुछ अच्छे डेज होते हैं ना वो बोलो, whatever it might be, these 40 days are going to decide your future. I am saying रात रोज 4 घंटे नींद हो रही, 5 घंटे नींद हो रही, चलेगा. Study till night 11:30, wake up early in the morning by 5 o'clock, start preparing. I am saying your youngsters, you are almost 21, 22, 23 years guys. I am saying you have more energy levels. Nothing will happen. If old people like me don't sleep for what you call 8 hours, 7 hours a day, then we'll fall down because we are into our mid 45s or mid 50s or 45s. So I am saying we will have problems, but youngsters you should not have a problem. नींद नहीं भी है तो चलेगा. 40 दिन के बाद आराम है. After interviews are over in February, chill. You can have your parties, you can do anything you want. मैं भी आ जाऊंगा, मैं भी ज्वाइन करूंगा, लेकिन these 40 days stick to the study plan and you need to prepare. Look at quant simplification approximation. Generally prelim exam you'll get 5 questions, that too from approximation. Simplification generally asked in clerk. Maybe in 1 slot out of 12 slots you might have simplification, but most of the times you'll get approximation. Quadratic comparison, I told you, look, watch our video. 2 days I have given you to practice enough number of questions. Arithmetics here, ERBB, PPL एक दिन में. Simple interest, compound interest, averages, mixes, allegation एक दिन में. Time and work, time and distance एक दिन में. Probability एक दिन में. Geometry, mensuration, numbers एक दिन में. Then DI table. Table के लिए 2 days, because tables we have more models, missing table data, this table, that table, we have more models. So table 2 days. Line graph 1 day, bar graph 1 day, pie chart again, more models, single pie chart, double pie chart, triple pie chart, 2 days. Permutations and combinations. Sorry, not permutation, your combinations. Table plus pie chart, line plus pie, bar plus pie, 2 pie charts, combinations 2 days. Then spend 1 day on caselets. Even though you are not attempting, spend 1 day on caselets. Then 1 day on data sufficiency and data. I have given, see, even though these are your main exam topics, I have budgeted this in your 20-day study plan. Then English, I am telling you, start with basics, nouns basics, pronouns basics. Revise kar lo. Any standard grammar book you can refer. Any grammar and composition bolna chahiye. Any standard, Rajendra Paul, Premlata, Suri, Renan Martin, any standard book you can refer. But start with nouns basics, pronouns basics, verbs, tenses basics, adjective basics, adverbs, conjunction, preposition. Pile, in the first 1 week, we are focusing on grammar rules. Note down and also try to work out common errors. When you do this, at the end of the chapter, he will give you common errors or common mistakes you make in grammar. So try to solve those exercises. Then RC basics, reading comprehension. I have given 2 days here. Again, I will give you some more time later on. Practice every day. Anyways, you are reading newspaper and doing 1 or 2 RCs, but as a study plan 2 days. Then synonyms, antonyms, spellings. Synonyms, antonyms, spellings for 2 days. Word usage plus word interchange add कर लो. एक नहीं 2 करना चाहिए था interchange. Here match the column plus word replacement. खत्म हो जाएगा. Then error identification, phrase replacement. These 2 basics are these basics, grammar basics. Once you have done this, you can do this. Fill in the blank के लिए एक दिन, close test के लिए एक दिन. Paraforming, you have more models. 6 sentences, 5 sentences, first fixed, last fixed. So I have given 2 days. Again RC last में फिर से आ गया. Spend sentence starters. This is your 20-day study plan. If you take a screenshot, then I'll move ahead. If you take a screenshot, then we'll move ahead. Sai Manaswini, so books is, first of all, you have to refer previous year papers, Kiran publications. You will come to know what are the question types. If you are a time student, no need to refer any book. Already we have given all the books. For vocabulary, you can refer word power made easy. Word power made easy. Author Norman Lewis. One more book is there, Student Companion by Wilfred Best. Any standard grammar book will do. Any standard grammar book will do. Wilfred Best. For reasoning, all this you have to do once you are thorough with the question types. Verbal and non-verbal reasoning book. Verbal and non-verbal reasoning. You can refer B.S. Seeswali, or you can refer Abhijit Guha. Sorry, not Abhijit Guha. R.S. Agrawal. Quant के लिए quantitative aptitude by R.S. Agrawal you can refer for quant, or quantitative or arithmetic by Abhijit Guha. Any one book you can refer. If you are a time student, I am saying these books are not required. Our material is more than sufficient. We have done a research focused material. All models appeared in the last few years are included in your handouts. Also, students, the point is when you look at these books will say these are helpful for cat, mat, rat, dog, etc., etc. Right? You will have cat level question, bank level question. You will have LSC question, your insurance question. So I am saying you won't get focused materials. First, focus on the exam. Look at, if you are preparing on your own, look at previous year papers, try to understand the question types, identify similar question types and solve for this. So hope you have taken this screenshot. I'm moving ahead now for day 21 to 40. Someone please say yes. Someone please say yes.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Are you there? Fine. 21 to 40. Day 21 to day 40. 20 days you have covered the syllabus. Write one mock test daily and do the analysis of the mock test every day. That means at least you have to write 20 mock tests. But starting from tomorrow, tomorrow is what? October 12th. 12 se leke 20 days. That is till October last. You do this. November 1st se you write one mock test to November 20. Write daily one mock test. Plus, during this week, we are also doing workshop classes. Attend those workshop classes. Time CAD book में से models नहीं मिलेंगे सनिका. You have to be specific about the models. I'll tell you what to be done. I'll tell you. You send me a mail. We'll discuss this separately for these CAD students. I think you are from Mumbai, right? So we will discuss this separately. What needs to be done? CAD books. The models you will not get. It is. I'm not saying CAD books are not sufficient, but models you will not get. I'll tell you what needs to be done. Okay. Improve your weak areas and write All India mock tests. This is important when you are conducting All India mock tests. Definitely you have to write this All India mock test. Writing this All India mock test will help you to compare yourself with your student database, huge student database. And we are conducting on free All India mock test. Please do write that. No, I'll tell you the date also. 1 second. I think we have sent a mail to all the database. Please check. We are doing a free All India mock test on 12th. When is 12th? Tomorrow. Those who are not joined, you can also take a discount based on the performance in the test. Result will be declared on 13th October. Tomorrow there is a test. You need to register. So you do one thing. I'll show you where to register. Just here. I'll just show you where to register. www.timeforeducation.com. When you reach here, see in time events, where is this written? See here, you click on this banner. Now we have uploaded banner also. Right. Free All India mock test. When you click this, click here for how to crack HBS. This is today's session. This is tomorrow's session. You click on this. When you click on this, you will get this. You register here. Tomorrow you'll be getting a user ID password. Full day, anytime you can write. From morning 6 a.m. to evening, midnight, 12 o'clock. You can write anywhere in this examination. Once you write this examination, that is what I'm trying to tell you here. You can actually, acha, is it visible or not visible? Screen is stuck. Okay, 1 second. I'll show you. Wait. What I'm trying to tell you is www.time4. Now you can watch the screen. Can you see the screen now? Right. Can you see the time website? When you go here, you'll get a banner here. See here. SBI PO free mock test. Click on this. You'll be taken to a page where you have two links here. Click here for today's webinar. Click here for online test. Click here. You'll be taken to this page. Fill all the details. Fill all the details. Fill all the details, and you can take the free online test. You can compare yourself with huge database across the country. How many people are writing? Where are you? Where do you stand in the competition? Maybe based on this score, you'll also get a discount. You have to contact your nearest time center you're choosing at the time of registration. So you'll get all those. Result will be declared tomorrow. That is on 13th of day, 1 day after the test at 5 p.m. So this is about your free All India mock test, students. Great. That's what I'm saying, right? All India mock test. So first free, we are doing it tomorrow on 12th. Please, all of you do write that. It is time students also should register on that. It is free for everyone. This is in addition, one more mock test to time students in addition to what we are providing. So these are online classes provided by time. If we are interested specifically in SBA, we are having an SBA PO batch 4450. Validity of videos and validity of the homepage is still the main exam. That means till January 2022, or I'm saying till you get your interviews February 2022. This what you call your homepage and online test and videos will be available. 250 hours we are giving, 125 classes, 95 classes for prelim and 30 classes for main. Sectional test 144, full length sectional test 10, topic wise 144. Mock test we are giving 45 SBA PO mock test, 25 prelim, 20 main, and you are getting 6 issues of Current Affair Cracker magazine, July 21 to December 20. If you are already a time student, don't worry, you will get all this. But if you are enrolling now, tomorrow's exam you write, get a discount, and you can enroll here for 4450 to 4450. Again, on this also you will be getting a discount, discounted price. Other bank courses also we have. You are preparing for IBPS and other exams. You are looking for a long-term preparation. Sir, मुझे थोड़ा time चाहिए, मैं IBPS भी लिखने वाला हूँ और भी लिखने वाला हूँ. You have 3-month course, 6-month course, 1-year course. Prices में different है. 6450. It is 8750. 3 month is 4450. No difference in number of classes. Same 125 classes सबके लिए. There is a difference in validity of videos. There is a difference in validity of homepage, and there is a difference in number of mock tests and magazines. इसको 6 issues, इसको 12 issues, इसको 18 issues. And you have a difference in mock test 30, 75, 130. These are a combination of not only SBA, IBPS, PO, IBPS clerk, SBA, PO, SBA clerk, all put together, students. Right? So if you are looking for a long term, you can look at joining this. Tomorrow's test definitely you have to write. So this is about the session today. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Sir.
Otherwise, we'll wind up.
Sir.
So please register yourself and try to write down the exam tomorrow. Try to get a discount. If you want, you can enroll yourself. You can also enroll in other variants, also 6-month variant, 1-year variant is also there. So we'll stop here. So hope this is helpful.
Excuse me, sir.
Any questions, students?
Me, yes, sir. I had one question.
Right there. We'll stop here. Take care. Please try to follow the timetable given. Don't waste time. These 40 days are very crucial, very important. Sorry, my mail I'll revert back. GA is only for mains, not for prelims. You send me a mail, Saurabh, Sanika. I'll get back to you tomorrow. Yes, we are providing mock test and solutions pack. Rose, I'll send you, because already you are a time student, Rose Thomas. You have a separate package of 15 prelim and 10 main. That I will give you separately. That we will be sending a mail. You can attend. You can purchase that. I'll try to upload this. It will take some time because session has actually closed down in between, and we need to edit and we need to upload. We will do that. Okay then. Thank you all of you. Tentative date of third week, sorry, November 3rd week में होना चाहिए 2021 or 4th week. Okay, thank you, Rose. And I wish you don't waste your time. Please stay home, stay safe, prepare with time classes. Don't waste your time. These 40 days are very important. Try to prepare. And I wish you all the very best, students. Please take care. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, sir.